Hi everyone, I'm back with another popular tutorial request. Today I'll be showing you how to create the Bud and Budweiser inspired logos using basic shapes in World of Outlaws dirt racing. Before I start creating the logo, I like to get the car as close to the final colors as possible. In this case, it'll be red. I personally like adding a background design by making it multiple shades of red, similar to what you'd find on any Budweiser packaging. Here's an example of how it looks on a UMP modified. For the logos, you'll see two different versions here. The full logo you see on the top wing and the Bud version you see on the car itself. With the top wing logo being a little more abstract, it'll be much easier to do, so let's start with that one. We'll erase what's here and rebuild it from scratch. First, place down a monster logo. Once you've got that in place, we can then start creating what will be the very recognizable B in Budweiser. Obviously, this is an abstract solution, but at the typical view that these cars are seen while playing the game, you'll very much get the feel of the Budweiser logo during gameplay. Now, as we've done on past car designs, we'll use some sponsors to complete some of the detail aspects of the Budweiser logo. We'll create a vertical line out of the Hoosier sponsor to mimic the vertical of the D in Budweiser, as well as a single sponsor placed here as the dot on the I. Lastly, we'll place some small sponsors below the logo for what would be the tagline there. On certain cars, like the late model and modified, you can even take this one step further and add the bow tie around the Budweiser text, similar to what you see here. Now moving on to that Bud logo. On a sprint car, we'll have to be mindful of the angle splitting the two panels seen here, as it's crucial to the placement of your logo. Let's delete what's here so we can begin rebuilding the Bud logo. I recommend starting with that bow tie. This will help guide you as you create the Bud letters. For the bow, I like to start on the left and work clockwise on each panel. That way it's easy for me to know which shape is which. For example, since I'm working on a sprint car, I'll have to use sponsors to conserve those valuable shapes. That being said, I'm going to delete shape 2 and shape 3 on the backside panel so I can use monster sponsors in their place. From there, we'll continue to build out the letters with sponsors and basic shapes. Working from the left to the right, remember not to worry too much about exact placement yet. You can go back and fine-tune everything to your liking once you've got all these shapes down. Also, remember that if you're creating this on a modified, you won't have to use sponsors like I'm doing here. You'll have enough shapes to work with, though it never hurts to conserve some. Now that everything's in place, there's one more thing for us to do. The left line on that bow tie has been covered up by the swirl of the B in Bud. Just delete the line and then add it back, which will bring the shape back to the front and over the swirl. And there you have it, the Bud and Budweiser logos done with basic shapes. To give you a visual, here's a shape blueprint of how the logo's built out of those basic shapes. Feel free to pause here and use it as a guide while you work. Here's a guide I used for the sprint car using sponsors to conserve shapes. Simply replace those blue and yellow shapes you see here with sponsors. Keep in mind that this is one of the more complex tutorials I've done, but with a little patience, anyone can do most of what you've seen in here on any of the cars in the game. I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe so you don't miss any of my future videos. And don't forget to put down in the comments what car you'd like to see next. Until I see you in the next video, bye!